All right, welcome back everybody. My name's Austin. The cryptocurrency market is pumping right now. Cardano's up. DeFi altcoin Synthetix is on a run. Vechain is almost literally exploding. Let's break down what these coins are and why the price is moving. Every day, this channel will make a video. We will keep you informed on the crypto market. Let's start with our top story of the day. Huge green flag from the SEC. A new type of SEC-regulated crypto fund has just launched. So this is the first time we've gotten this sort of clarity from the SEC in this form. This is the first SEC-regulated crypto fund that's represented by its own crypto token. It's called Arca. And what's so special about this? Well, this is the first time we have an altcoin, a security token, that's backed by a US Treasury fund. Arca US Treasury Fund is the first SEC-registered product to offer shares in the form of digital securities under the Investment Company Act of 1940. This is an Ethereum token, huge green flag for Ethereum holders. So let's keep listening and find out exactly what this means for you. On Monday, Los Angeles-based money manager Arca began selling shares in the Arca US Treasury Fund, an SEC-registered closed-end fund whose digital shares, altcoins, trade atop the Ethereum blockchain. If you're wondering what exactly do altcoins represent, well, they represent what's in the US Treasury Fund. And the fund invests a majority of its assets in short-term US Treasury bills and notes. And now this is tokenized on Ethereum. The launch marks the first time the crypto-skeptical SEC has allowed a fund represented by cryptographic tokens to enter the investment markets under the Investment Company Act of 1940. Arca, the company, has been pushing for various forms of the Arca coin proposal for nearly 20 months, as shown by regulatory filings. So they've been pushing for this from the SEC since about 2018, and in 2020, this is now a reality. Our announcement today is a groundbreaking and transformative step towards the unification of traditional finance with digital asset investing as this new category of regulated digital investment products is made available to investors, says Arca CEO. And digging deeper on Altcoin, Altcoin marries perhaps the investment world's least risky asset, treasuries, with blockchain, the up-and-coming tech backbone they believe will lend efficiency and security to the trading and settlement process. So the world is slowly becoming tokenized. But why did they choose Ethereum? Let's talk about it. Well, specifically, Arca's digital development wing, Arca Labs, chose the Ethereum blockchain, one, because it's one of the largest public blockchains in the world, but two, they got to use not an ERC-20 token, but a new ERC-1404 protocol. So this is truly what the SEC is validating here. The ERC-1404 token is a more restrictive derivative of the popular ERC-20 interoperability protocol. The main difference is that ERC-1404 restricts where holders can send a token to a collection of whitelisted addresses. That's a crucial point for regulators wary of letting tokens go outside of their scope. This is a huge step forward for mass adoption and also for Ethereum mass adoption. Not necessarily for possibly the majority of the ERC-20 tokens that we have now, although the SEC has provided some clarity for some of them. But when using the more restrictive ERC-1404, the SEC says, yes, you could tokenize your assets on Ethereum. Now, some people might say, hey, the SEC should just stay out of this. Cryptocurrency doesn't need regulation. Some regulation is inevitable if we want mass adoption, in my opinion. In fact, Tashoshi, friend of the channel, says, the fact that regulators are even bothering to develop standards is good, in my book. They could easily just blanket ban it like other countries have. Some regulation will be necessary, in my opinion. Keyword? Some. Let me know what you think. Next piece of news. Let's look at the market. Let's break down why some of these coins are pumping. For example, Cardano. In about a week, Cardano went from about 8 cents to about 12 cents. Did we miss it? Did we miss the pump? Is this a relatable meme when you miss the alt pump? The answer is, for me, and you might be different if you're a day trader, but for me, I'm not excited what Cardano or these altcoins could do in a week. I'm excited on what these coins could do by next year, if we're in a bull market for the next 3 years. This is the time to be learning. So why is Cardano pumping? This one's easy. This one we've been talking about on the channel for a while now. Shelly, their mainnet upgrade, is coming by the end of the month. And actually on July 1st, a few days ago, multiple days ago, a node equipped with the Shelly upgrade component was deployed onto the mainnet. By month's end, on July 29th, the changes will be implemented on Cardano's network through a hard fork. What this Shelly upgrade means is that users can then stake their Cardano, earn passive ADA, and also contribute to the network in the process. So people are excited. Another reason is Coinbase says they're adding Cardano at the end of the year, so you can stake on Coinbase if you choose to leave your coins on the exchange. That's probably what every newbie coming into crypto will probably choose to do. Passive ADA. Why not? Well, how about Vechain? Why is Vechain pumping? Because if we look at Vechain in the last 3 months, we went from flatlined price action into just these last half week explosion. Well, this one's a little harder. For those who don't know, Vechain would be categorized as a supply chain cryptocurrency, meaning it provides transparency and censorship resistant to anything you would buy on a supply chain, whether it's food, Nike shoes, Louis Vuitton bags. You will be able to see every step of the supply chain, how it's made, when it got shipped. Now, why is it pumping? Well, that's a good question. What we do know is that Vechain has just snuck into the top 20 cryptocurrencies right before they're about to participate in a conference with Microsoft and Amazon. So this is coming up. It's the World Conference on AI, in which Vechain, Amazon, Alibaba, and Microsoft, among others, sort of the biggest, the best of the best, will take part, and it's being held in a few days on July 9th through 11th. So huge excitement in the Vechain community. Also, you may remember that in May, it was known that the pharmaceutical giant Bayer had reached an agreement with Vechain to jointly develop a drug tracking platform, which would require Bayer, in some sense or another, to use the VET token, hold and use. Is that or the conference the reason Vechain is pumping? We don't know. The one thing I will say that in addition, the fact that Vechain could be listed on Coinbase may also be affecting its price because, as you remember, in mid-June, the exchange published a list of assets it could soon add, including VET. For any one of those reasons, the crypto community is clearly excited. As we get more information, I'll make a video. I'll keep you updated. Now, if you're a Bitcoin holder, we do have news right for you coming out of Venezuela, as well as news about the EOS cryptocurrency. But first, we got one more. Why is Synthetix pumping? Just made it in the top 40. Now trading at $2.88, and look at this. Huge explosion. Well, first off, what is Synthetix? Synthetix is an Ethereum-based protocol for the creation of synths, and synths are tokenized versions of real-world assets. So Synthetix essentially is a protocol that eliminates counterparty risk and provides exposure to assets including gold, Bitcoin, the US dollar, Tesla coming soon, Apple stock coming soon, all within the Ethereum blockchain. So that's the SNX token. Now, why is it moving? Well, I'm not sure. I need to do more digging. I'm going to keep researching. I'll let you know. But essentially, it's part of this DeFi hype/revolution, and the Synthetix network obviously growing. Next piece of EOS news. Crypto social media platform Voice finally launches on EOS. Were you waiting? Well, it's here. It opened its doors to the public officially. And what that means now is that anybody can now sign up to browse the site, which essentially functions as a quote-unquote decentralized version of Facebook or Medium. However, those looking to actually publish, actually use and post on the site, will still be required to register until August 15th. That's when you can start publishing. If you want to participate and earn some voice tokens, the platform rewards users with voice tokens for posting quality content, thus incentivizing good contributions. Right now, Voice runs not on the EOS public blockchain, but on a private version of the protocol. I hear eventually it will transition onto EOS's blockchain. If you're using Voice and you want to shout out your username down below, let's see the interest. Comment below. Next piece of bearish news involving Bitcoin. It's small, but it's bearish. Venezuelan authorities have just seized over 300 Bitcoin mining machines. Now, luckily, Bitcoin mining takes place all over the world, and no single government or entity can shut it down. They can slow it down, They can't shut it down. The owner of the mining rigs were told that they did not possess the necessary permits to own and operate the machines. They also were not authorized to be transporting the machines during the pandemic quarantine. Legislation passed in Venezuela last year that you just have to register Bitcoin mining machines with their government, and I guess this company didn't. Okay, that's the video. My name's Austin. Like always, see you tomorrow.